Hi Taurus, welcome to my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. This is a general love reading for the sign of Taurus for the upcoming week, this first part of February. Thank you for joining me. If you're brand new to my channel, everything you need to know about this video and the reading is in the description box below. Please check that out if you're curious about how I do tarot readings. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for joining me again. I appreciate your support. So we're going to get started right away. I do want to remind my viewers that because this is a general love reading, it can pertain to any kind of relationship, situation, or circumstance. As always, take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. Okay, Taurus, so let's get started and see what's going on with you. Let me give my deck a cut. And also, if you're new, I do have Carmilla with me today. She's under my hair, hanging out down there. She likes to bite my ear, so if you see me shaking my head around or wincing, that's why. It's because she's biting my ear. All right, let's get going. Let's see what's going on with Taurus. So we have the Two of Swords in reverse in your underlying energy, paired with the Four of Swords in reverse. Nine of Cups in reverse. Ace of Swords. Three of Pentacles in reverse. The Sun. Four of Cups in reverse. And the Ten of Swords. So what I'm getting from this first set of cards, Taurus, is that you are making a decision or have made a decision. I feel like you realize that you are kind of forced into a situation where you have to make a decision, because I think you've been putting something off. It could be pertaining to a job or work situation that's not working out for you, something that is not satisfying, or maybe it's not something you like doing. Maybe the pay isn't right for you. This could be a relationship situation where you aren't working well with an individual, or the relationship isn't going well for you. And I feel like you're in a position of realizing you need to make a decision, but it's not a comfortable decision because you're having to face some hard truths. Maybe having to admit that things didn't quite go your way, and it's time for some changes. And that change might include an ending. And it might be a hard ending, but it's what you have to deal with, because I think that you put something off, or maybe weren't willing to look at the big picture or deal with the truth. So maybe you've kind of delayed this decision or put it off, and you're now in a position where you have no choice. Let's get some more cards out here. So we have Page of Wands. Eight of Cups in reverse. Eight of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. Judgment in reverse. Queen of Swords. Two of Pentacles in reverse, and the Two of Cups, clarifying the Ten of Swords. So I do feel like this is pertaining to a relationship or connection of some sort. It could be a connection in a workplace, job situation. It feels like you may have put this off because maybe you thought that things would kind of work themselves out on their own, that you wouldn't have to face the situation head on. But I think what you're realizing that you have to return to the situation. You have to go back and deal with it, because it's not resolving itself on its own. This might include you communicating some news or some information, or just initiating a conversation with somebody. I think you've come to realize that this is something you have to face head on. It's an uncomfortable situation. I do feel like it has to do with potentially bringing a close to a relationship of some sort. This does not necessarily feel romantic right now at all. It feels more like, again, it could be a workplace situation, especially with the 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So this could be a coworker or a friend. The Queen of Swords is out here, and to me right now this indicates your energy. Taurus, you kind of coming to this realization, realizing this truth, realizing some, coming to an understanding of some truth, some clarity regarding a decision that you need to make. Ouch, don't bite my ear. That hurts. I swear she does that because she likes to get a rise out of me. I think she knows I'm filming and I'm gonna look ridiculous, wincing and shaking my head around because I have a bird under my hair eating my ear. Anyway, let's move on, Taurus. We have King of Pentacles in reverse. Six of Cups in reverse. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. 10 of Swords again, this time in reverse. King of Wands. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Nine of Swords. And we have the Eight of Cups again in reverse. So we have two kings on the table, King of Pentacles, King of Wands. Again, I feel like this is your energy. All of these court cards are in the upright position, which to me tells me that you've kind of come to terms with some things that maybe some harsh truths that were not so pleasant to deal with. I think you're feeling a certain level of loyalty, possibly within a relationship that's not working out, and realizing that you need to take charge of the situation to make things different, to change things. You may be hanging on to some resentment or some things that happened in the past with somebody. This is, whoever you're dealing with is somebody that's very close to you, somebody that you have a long-standing, close relationship. This is Six of Cups indicates soulmate. It doesn't have to be romantic soulmate. This can just indicate somebody who's meant to be in your life, somebody who's important, something you're meant to, someone you're meant to experience some life lessons with. I think you're still feeling loyal to whoever it is that you are dealing with. But I think also you realize that this relationship has kind of maybe kept you from some opportunities, kept you from moving towards something that would be positive in your life, possibly new work opportunities, new financial endeavors, something that might be profitable for you. Maybe this is a job situation where you are connected with somebody in the workplace and you know, because of your loyalty and compassion for the person that you're working with or dealing with, this friendship or connection that you have, you've been reluctant to move on or move forward with things that could be beneficial in your own life because you don't want to feel like you're abandoning this person. But I think you're dealing with definitely some internal conflict, maybe some anxiety, some stress about having to return to this situation because things aren't getting better, things are not improving on their own or resolving themselves on their own. And so it's possible that you're just going to have to face the music, Taurus, and kind of deal with this so that you can make a positive effort in your own life to achieve what you're looking to achieve, whether that's in the workplace or in relationships or whatever that looks like for you. So we have the Fool in reverse, the Two of Cups again, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the King of Swords, don't bite my ear, King of Swords, Ace of Wands, Strength in reverse, stop it. Please stop it. Four of Pentacles again. And the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, clarifying the Two of Cups. So what I'm getting with this card is I think that you made an effort in this relationship, in this connection, and maybe have even at some point decided to start over with this person. And what you realize is that you know, starting over or trying again with this connection or this individual is not helping you progress. It didn't solve the problems. In other words, maybe you thought a fresh start or starting over or feeling like you're, you know, trying again would help you change the mistakes maybe that were made in the past or things that happened. But I think what you've realized is it's more of the same. It's not fixing the problem. You're hanging on out of loyalty, but the harsh truth is it may be time to move on from the relationship altogether because things are stagnant right now. Now, just because we have the Ten of Swords on the table doesn't necessarily indicate that you are severing this relationship and, you know, kicking them to the curb and saying never again, I'm not going to talk to you anymore or whatever. It could be just, if it's a work situation, you might be just, I'm sorry about this lighting. Let me close the curtains a little bit. It could be, if it's a work situation, it could indicate that you just need to sever this connection in that way. It doesn't mean you necessarily have to do away with the entire relationship, but whatever it is whatever this relationship means to you, wherever it stands right now, it's not a positive relationship for you. And I think what you want to do is communicate to whoever you're dealing with that it's time for you to make some decisions. And there's some hard decisions for you to make. Let's get this last round out for you. So we have the Five of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles in reverse, Seven of Swords in reverse, the Emperor in reverse, Eight of Swords, Two of Swords in reverse, again, Eight of Wands in reverse. And the Three of Wands in reverse. Okay, so I think you've come to terms with what it is that you need to say, and I think that you're ready to explain to this person that you're dealing with that you're feeling cautious about moving forward with them because things have gone nowhere. Things are not progressing in the right direction. Again, if this is a workplace situation, you're not making progress in that area. I think you may have been trying to convince yourself that ultimately things would work themselves out. And hang on, I gotta clean up some poop. Sorry about that, Taurus. But the truth of the matter is, I think you've realized that, again, you're kind of at a standstill with this relationship. You don't work well together. You might be hanging on to some past resentment, some things that happened in the past that held you back or kept you feeling good about this relationship. I think that you've tried to move on because I do feel like you feel loyal to this person, this connection, and you wanted things to work out. You are embodying the King of Pentacles energy. This is somebody who is can be a father figure, somebody who cares for others, somebody who is a solid standing and upstanding citizen, somebody who works hard and puts others first, is very capable and strong and grounded. Come here, Carmilla. What are you doing? But you're also embodying the King of Wands, and this is a natural-born leader. This is somebody who takes action where action is needed. This is somebody who can delegate responsibility. And what you're realizing is you are trapped by this Three of Pentacles energy where things just aren't working out. They aren't going your way, and you need to make some changes. You need to take some action. You need to be the leader that you are, Taurus, and deal with this situation. Starting over with this person didn't work. And you're having to deal with some harsh truths. Communication is not going to be easy. Because you're dealing out you're dealing some blows to this individual where you're basically faced with having to say, look, things aren't working out for you and they're not working out for me. And unless we make some changes, things are going nowhere with this relationship and with other things in general. I do feel like this will be a hard conversation for you to have, Taurus, but really, I think that this individual probably sees the same that you're seeing, understands the truth of this relationship and that it's not working out for either one of you. Maybe they're thinking the same things, but they're just not willing to make a move either because they feel loyal to you as well. You put a significant amount of effort into whatever this is, this endeavor. If it's a work situation, project, business partner, whatever it is that you are doing with this individual, I think you put in a significant amount of effort. And it looks like it's just time to make some changes. Some significant changes that may not feel so comfortable at first, but are necessary. And that's what I'm feeling more than anything from this set of cards for you, Taurus. Let's get a Dreams of Gaia tarot card for you to end this reading and see if we can't get some advice or some final words from Spirit, something that will help you move forward. Maybe next steps, some advice on how to communicate with this individual. What can we get for Taurus? I don't necessarily feel, Taurus, that this person has done you wrong. I'm not seeing that. I'm just feeling like this relationship has just literally gone nowhere. It might be that you felt like there was some potential there, but they're just, and you've tried. I feel like it's just kind of stale, honestly. I'm not feeling like they've, I mean, I think that with the Six of Cups and the Seven of Swords here, both in the reverse. It is possible there's been some, you know, some wrongdoings. Maybe this person wasn't very honest with you. Maybe this person acted selfishly. You know, any number of things could have happened in the relationship, and I do feel like you're holding on to some resentment. But more than anything else, what I get is that this relationship has just gone stale. That there's really not a whole lot left for you or this person. Let's get some, let's get a card here for Taurus Spirit. And it's interesting too, I do feel like the energy on the table is yours. We do have a Queen of Swords here who could indicate somebody else, but I don't feel like it's the person you're dealing with. I think it's the person that, I think it could indicate somebody that you're talking to for advice. Somebody who's kind of helping you see more clearly about what direction you should take or how you should communicate. Or it could indicate your higher self. Okay, Spirit, one card for Taurus, please. Looks like I might be taking two because these two fill out my lap. And we have 7 of Fire and 6 of Earth, both in the upright position. I will be reading these out of the book for you, Taurus, and we'll see if we can't get any more clarity in regards to this reading. I'm going to start with the 7 of Fire, which is the 7 of Wands. I do know that this is all about intuition and listening to your intuition and making positive decisions. Okay. And I'm going to display the card for you in that break. Here we go. The 7 of Fire represents the development and use of one's intuition to see the way forward and predict possible outcomes. Intuition is that gut feeling. It is an instinctual or unconscious knowing that when you heed it, you can keep you safe from making mistakes and lead you to being in the right place at the right time. It is a feeling of recognition that we often ignore, but if we choose to heed, can have us moving through life in harmonious accord with our surroundings. In actively using and then trusting your intuition on a regular basis, you may find you observe more and in turn you learn more. You start to see and take notice of signs and messages along the way. You take notice of those little inexplicable coincidences and moments that keep repeating, and if you heed them, can take you on an adventure of discovery, revealing not only the truths you seek, but also your reason for being. Using and heeding your intuition can lead you to opportunities and experiences that offer the potential to both fulfill you and inspire others. However, to trust in one's intuition requires that you look within and determine what the message means to you personally. You can ask advice of another, you can seek guidance from another, but only you know your answers. Personal interpretation is key. Trusting in the knowledge that is stored within your unconscious mind is key. Third parties can offer insight, but they see and understand life through eyes that have been shaped and influenced by their own experiences, not yours. Only you know that something is right for you. The 7 of Fire represents a need to actively develop or trust in your intuition and instincts at this time. Look around you, observe, speak to the cards on a regular basis, and honor the truths revealed by going where your intuition leads you. Okay, I'm sorry. I was totally distracted when I was reading this card because on my deck there was this little tiny ant that was crawling on the deck. So I saw the ant, and then Carmela turned around and saw the ant. She went over and ate it. Never seen her eat a bug. That was hilarious. Okay, sorry. I think this card indicates, obviously, that I think that you are clear on what your intuition is telling you. And it's an uncomfortable message, but it's something that you probably need to heed. As it said, heed your intuition. Okay, let's look at 6 of Earth. 6 of Earth is the 6 of Pentacles in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. It's all about balance, give and take, charity, offering gifts, help, that kind of thing. The Six of Earth reminds us of our responsibility and duty to our family, especially the younger members. It asks us to be selfless and in service of those who are in need or dependent on us for love, care, and support. If you have children, it is your responsibility to provide them with a home that is safe and free from potential harm. It is your duty to provide for the physical and emotional needs, love and shelter them. As a parent, it is your responsibility to set a good example, to be a role model to those around you. Educate them, teach them to be truthful, respectful, and to do unto others as they would have others do unto them. Teach them about life outside the home, of nature, of the world they dwell on, and their role as custodians and caretakers of this blue-green planet. Teach by word and deed, lead by example. If you have no children, the Six of Earth comes to remind you that it is your responsibility to both humanity and Gaia to become the best person you can be. Help where and when you can in your local community. Teach and share your knowledge whenever possible. Lead by example and be responsible for your words and deeds within the broader community. Look out into the world and understand that we share this planet and its resources, and each of us needs to do what we can to protect the animals, forests, and oceans. All of us have a duty of care to both family and the environment. While the Six of Earth represents responsibility and duty of care, overall it can also signify that there is a matter that needs to be taken care of in the present. If this is the case, do not forget, do not delay. Well, there you go. Especially that last part. There is something that needs your attention. This card could also indicate that to a certain extent, maybe you feel, again, loyalty and responsibility to this person that you're connecting with, that you're approaching and that you're communicating with. I think both of these cards are relevant to this reading. I hope that this gave you something to think about and helps you move forward, Taurus. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to close here. If this did resonate, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment if you want. I do respond to all of those. Thank you for joining me, and I hope I see you again soon. Bye, Taurus.